diamonds aren't actually worth anything unless people say they're worth something. And the only reason we say they're worth something is because they're shiny. So if you have a diamond ring on and it's huge, the primal in us is like, wow, big shiny thing, right? So you can do this, but you don't have to spend a lot of money if you don't want to. Let's go. All right, the next version of what the fuck do I have in my room? This very, very important ball is called the flow ball. And many a business idea have come from tossing this flow ball around with many a business partner. Shout out to Mitch Sapoff. Today, how to look fly if you're broke. This is going to be relevant to a lot of people because a lot of people are up and coming. Most men start with no money in their bank account and they grow everything that they have. So how to look fly, how to look like you belong in the room if you don't have enough money to be there yet. It's going to be a good one. So, start out with a story, like always. As I grew my business and my skill sets, I was going to attend a networking event. Very, very, very important networking event with some very, very, very important people. The OGs of you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I had come into a tiny bit of money with solar, tiny being maybe 20K. So I wasn't broke, but the concept still applies. Came into a bit of money and went to this networking event. Obviously, I look very young. I don't have a clean fade. These clothes aren't very tailored. I included these pictures on purpose. So the point being that to this networking event, I was like, I'm going to be speaking to people way outside of my ecosystem, way outside of my level. Like these guys are quite literally multimillionaires, and I'm not. So how do I compose myself? I mean, I knew how to compose myself. I've been, I'd spoken to some of those kinds of people before, but like I didn't feel like I was going to be dressed for the occasion. So I really quickly threw together a couple outfits. I went to a place called State and Liberty. Shout out State and Liberty in California. That's one of my favorite stores. So I went to that. I got a couple cool things. I got one really nice, tight-fitting tailored dress shirt and this overcoat. It was hot, but I wore the overcoat anyway because I knew it was going to make me look good. These pants aren't even, they're just stock. Like they're not tailored. They're just stock. I just matched the little leather jacket with my boots. Like I did what I could, guys. I did exactly what I could. I had the suit that didn't exactly fit me, but the moral of the story is I threw together what I needed to throw together to go to this networking event, and it came out just incredible. I was worrying for no reason. Essentially, I was worrying for no reason, even though I did need to look up the part. Like no one cared what clothes I was wearing. They cared about who I was as a person, and that was a very important lesson for me that I'm going to go into today. So, why dress well in the first place, right? That being said, if they care about you as a person only, right? Why do you need to look like you're dressing well? Well, it's professional. You have to be professional in rooms with professionals. If you want to be professional, you got to live your life professional, and part of that is appearance. First impressions are incredibly important. You guys all know this. So professional is a word that I summarize myself with and that I strive to be and I aim for every single day. Professionalism. Professional. How would a professional do this? How clean, concise, sharp? How can I make this as clean as possible as if I was a professional in whatever I am doing? So you need to look professional if you're going to be in a room with professionals in life, in every single aspect. It opens up opportunities. It will open doors. People will speak to you better. They'll treat you with an amount of respect that will be slightly higher than if you looked like a slob, because no one wants to be around a slob. You all know this. If you walk in my room's messy as fuck. I got ice cream wrappers on the floor. You're going to judge me for that subconsciously, where if it's clean, kept, looks good, you guys are going to be like, okay, like he keeps his room clean. That's how he keeps the rest of his life. Same thing with dress. Okay, you dress clean. Like that's how you keep the rest of your life. And you should care for yourself. You will feel and perform better if you dress better. If you dress well, if you dress like a professional, you will be a professional. It doesn't have to be designer or anything like that. Just dress well. And I'm going to get in exactly how to do that. Also, don't be a fucking soy boy. I say this on every video. Don't be a soy boy. Don't dress in, like cargo shorts when you're supposed to be in a business, casual or business formal environment. Don't be a soy boy. You don't want to be that guy. So this will help you not become that guy, this entire video. Remember, important things to remember. 99% of guys started off broke, like I mentioned. So if you are in that situation right now, don't worry. Everyone else was in that situation as well. Most people were in that situation as well. So they're going to understand. Don't be self-conscious. Be confident in yourself when you're doing that. People will forget what you wear, even if you don't, because they're the only clothes you have. Even if it's the only pair of clothing you have. I don't remember what anyone I spoke to yesterday wore. So they're not going to either, right? No one is going to actually care. They have their own lives to worry about. Females prefer potential and vibe and confidence more than acquired name brands. They don't care about that you have a specific version of a Lamborghini. They just care that you have a nice car and you look like you have a nicer car than most other people, and they're a part of that. They don't care about the actual brand of like material that you're using from your clothes or from your suits. They don't care, and they don't know, and they don't care. Guys do care at the very, very top echelon of society, but most of the time they will respect you more if you give them free value. They'll respect your potential as a person, and they'll respect you if you're authentic in bleeding through. Most people will value the free value that you give them, the potential you have, and the authenticity you have. And then obviously when you get to the top, like in the top 1%, like then to stand apart, everyone already has all that. So you have to kind of level up the actual materials and stuff like that. Just keep grinding. Just keep grinding. Don't worry about the fact that you're broke. Just be yourself in these situations. So how to actually do this. If you're broke, this is how you look fly. Get frequent haircuts. And I know you're broke, right? And it might be $40 a haircut. Go to freaking Great Clips if you're actually broke and spend $20 a haircut instead. Teach your sister how to do it for free, because if you look clean cut, the more often you look clean cut, the more often you look professional, and professionalism is part of how good you look and how much you look like a G. So get as frequent haircuts as you can afford or manage, because that will help you look clean and not look unkempt. Get punched in the face is the next one. What I mean by that is when you get punched in the face, your face physically changes structure. It becomes stronger. Don't freaking science guy me on this. Just trust. When you get punched in the face, you become stronger, and your face looks more weathered, and it looks more manly, and it looks more confident, because you know you can take a punch to the face. So you walk around with more confidence after that. It doesn't have to be an actual bare knuckle fist, but just point is, learn a martial art, spar. You'll walk around with better body language. You'll walk around with a better face shape. Chew mastic gum. If you don't know what mastic gum, it's Greek bush sap. And what it is it's completely unflavored. It's actually really good for your gut, but you chew it and it helps your jaw. Don't get those Jawzrsize kind of things. Like, I don't know anything about them, but I've heard they do more harm than good. But mastic gum is really good for your gut and helps define your jawline. And jawline will make you look like super confident. And it will make your face look like super sharp, right? Part of that is lose the weight. If you have any extra weight, then that jawline is going to get covered up on your face because you have face fat. So if you lose the weight, then you'll look fit, and people will be able to see that, and they'll respect you more because of it. If you can grow facial hair, to have a trimmed, good-looking amount of facial hair will give your face an age that you didn't have before, and people will naturally respect you a little bit more, I would say, if you did have that. I've done both. I look like more of a kid than I do now when I don't have any facial hair. I'm still experimenting. It's not like a huge difference or huge deal, but just know it can make your face look more weathered, more mature, and that can help in specific situations if you need it to. And then your eyes. This is part of getting punched in the face, but are you a predator or are you prey? Essentially, is what it comes down to. And your eyes will be able to tell that. When you're walking down the street, when you're in a conversation with someone, are you just like wide-eyed like a bunny, just intaking information and, la-di-da-di-da? Or are you a freaking predator and you are like, this is my goal of this conversation. This is what I'm going to do. This is how confident I am. And I'm going to walk around the street like I freaking own the place. Because that will be shown in your eyes. Are they open and lazy, or are they tight-centered like you're stalking your prey? And this isn't something you do consciously. This is something that is subconscious that you will accumulate over time, especially if you do a martial art, get punched in the face. Accessories and jewelry. These will make you pop in a way that not having them won't make you. So, everyone likes shiny things. That's why people have diamond rings. Diamonds aren't actually worth anything unless people say they're worth something. And the only reason we say they're worth something is because they're shiny. So if you have a diamond ring on and it's huge, the primal in us is like, wow, big shiny thing, right? So you can do this, but you don't have to spend a lot of money if you don't want to. For instance, this is a watch brand that I started a long time ago. It looks luxury from like far enough away. It's not. It was just from China. I started this. I didn't grow it, but I started it. And it was actually like the first thing on this entrepreneurial journey that I did. And I still wear this stuff to this day. I wear it so I can look down at my wrist and be like, yeah, like I did that. I can do freaking anything. I started this. I created this from nothing. I created the brand. I created the logo. I created everything. I got the shipment in. So a watch is a really good way to do that. You can get a cheap one that looks really good. Same thing with rings, bracelets. I wear this necklace. Not really worth anything, but it just adds to my style and it helps. It was actually just a gift, and I just wear it just because I like the way it looks, right? Once I have enough money to blow on a freaking necklace that I actually, want to spend that money on, then I will. But it doesn't matter. No one's ever asked, and no one really cares. But it adds to the whole presence of everything. Same thing with sunglasses and bracelets, and I mean this is a Gucci bracelet. So this actually is worth money. I do have a pair of Louis Vuitton sunglasses, so it actually is worth a bit of money. But those were rewards, right? Actually, this was a gift. But the glasses were a reward. I said if I hit XYZ this month, then I will get myself this pair of sunglasses that I want, and I did. So that's a little bit different. But you can get cheap looking sunglasses that aren't worth anything that make you that give you some style. I'll give you an example right here. Got these on Amazon. I call these the John Lennons, baby. And it just gives me a little bit of style that no one else freaking has, and this look that really no one else has, and I make it my own thing. I just found it on Amazon and I got it. So these accessories can make a really big deal when you're figuring out like what is your look. Same thing with the hat, maybe a backwards hat, maybe a beanie, depending on your style. Same thing with the drawstring bag. You'll see in some of the other pictures I have a drawstring bag on, like whatever you want to call it, man satchel. I just call it a purse because people are like, oh yeah, you bring your purse around. I'm like, yeah, it's my fucking purse. What about it? So wear some of these accessories, and if you can see, I can't zoom in here, but my hands are just popping a little bit because of my rings. I got some bracelets on over here. I got a watch on, so it really makes you pop and stand out. Shirts should be tight fitting, especially around the biceps. And even if you don't have a lot of muscles, even if you're still working in the gym, it'll make you look good. You don't want them baggy. You want the shirts like tight, especially like I said, around your biceps, so that it just looks like sharp. There's no extra hanging down, and you can get these in bulk. You can get them in a 5-pack. Just go to your favorite store. You go to Express if you know what that is. You can go to whatever's local for you and just find a preferably cotton, tight fitting shirt. But I know the tight fitting is partially spandex or polyester or whatever. So if you have to, then that'll make you look good. Just keep it tight around the biceps, and it will look a lot better than something super baggy. There's an example of a blue one. There's a black one. And the shirt should be simple in color, no like crazy designs or complications or anything like that. And it doesn't have to have a brand. This is just a black t-shirt. This isn't worth anything. I promise you, no one cares, and you'll look good doing it. Same thing with, oh wow, this got messed up. Anyway, same thing with pants. So you don't need anything crazy. This is just a pair of jeans I've had for a while, just good enough looking, and a plain white t-shirt, right? Now, I didn't have my white shoes on. We'll get to that. But this is just a very simple look that because this t-shirt is tight fitting, and because these jeans like look good enough and they're not like baggy and super saggy or anything like that, like it looks good enough, right? You don't have to spend $1 million to get this look. Now, these pants, I did get tailored. They're dress pants. This shirt isn't worth anything. Just got it from the store and I just rocked it, right? Rolled up the sleeves, made myself look good a little bit. I got my forearm veins popping out. And I did get these pants tailored. They're actually nice pants, but you should invest in one pair of like nice dress pants, right? You can wear khakis. I would do that separate from this, but khakis are a good way to like look good enough for super cheap. Like a nice pair of khaki pants, and then there's a pair of like white jeans with a bunch of rips in them. That is just a certain vibe and style that I go to. Every once in a while. I have my bag here. I have this little gift that was given to me. It's like a little money holder. It's a leather jacket with some premium leather in Mexico. So that, I mean, just find your own style. These are just jeans, but right, I'm rocking them and I'm looking good in them. So day shorts. You don't want to wear gym shorts and walk around in gym shorts all the time. You can do khaki shorts if you want. I don't like khaki shorts. I think they look tacky. So I just get day shorts. They're just maybe gray or bluish, and they're just like kind of like khakis, but better, a little bit tighter, and not as tacky. So that's all you need. That's really all you need. Truly. Shoes. I would get a pair of white sneakers. Sneakers. I did not proofread this, quite obviously. I meant sneakers white is what I meant. So get a pair of white sneakers, and it will make the rest of your outfit pop a little bit. So take a look at this one. I'm not wearing white sneakers. I'm wearing black shoes. So it's like it's kind of like dull at the bottom. If I was wearing my white shoes, so these are my gym shoes. I recommend you have gym shoes, sneakers, and then one pair of like dress boots, dress shoes, right? So gym shoes would be like these black ones. White sneakers would be like these white ones. They're just kind of tennis shoes. These are Tommy. They're not super expensive, but they make the rest of my outfit pop. White makes your outfits super pop. And then Chelsea boots, see, white sneakers. Let's see. Can't really even see in that one. These are Chelsea boots. These are Chelsea boots. You don't have to be. They don't have to be super expensive. You get a pair for $40. They might hurt your feet a little bit, but that's all you need to look good, right? If you're broke, if you're on a budget, if you're balling, you want to look good. These are all you need: gym shoes, sneakers, preferably white, and a pair of dress boots, either white or black or brown, depending on what you do best and what you rock best. There's just some extra stuff that I was thinking of that will go a long way. One tailored outfit will help you out a lot. You don't need more than that. So if you have a bit of extra money, definitely get it tailored. So like, for example, these pants are tailored. This shirt is tailored, right? And that's usually my go-to get up is this shirt and those pants. Because that's my tailored outfit. It looks super nice. It's clean. It fits to my body, and that's the most important thing. See, this is just one of those black shirts under the suit jacket. The suit jacket isn't anything crazy. This is just something from, I think, Express. But I like it. I like the navy blazer look. I like the color. I'm just wearing a t-shirt under it, but it looks clean cut. I wish my sleeve wasn't pulled up so far there, but yeah, that's it. One tailored outfit will go a really long way. How it fits you is much more important than the quality or the actual material that's being used until you get to the upper level of the riches and the 1%. Then it actually does matter. Lift heavy stones in the gym. Go to the gym, get fit, lose the weight. That's the best way to look good in any outfit, right? If you're jacked, then you don't even need to wear the tight shirts, because even in the baggy shirts, people know that you're freaking jacked and they respect you for it. So if you're on a budget, just get in the gym. Gym membership is probably the best investment that you could make, and just keep doing push-ups. Style and the way that you rock what you have and what you wear is way more important than actually the money that you're spending on all of these clothes. You don't need designer if you look good in what you have. If you have a good vibe, if you have a good style, like going back to like this picture, like this looks freaking good. This looks sick, but there's nothing on here that's expensive, right? So the way that I'm rocking it is more important than the bank account. It's the same thing with you. Body language, super important. This will go in with fighting, but the way that you compose yourself. Do you sit up straight or do you slouch? Do you take up a lot of space or are you tiny? The body language that you walk around with is going to make you look a lot higher value, and will go a lot farther than getting like the perfect like clothing from the perfect store or the designer clothes or whatever. If you're open to it, throw some tattoos on. I don't have any tattoos myself, but I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe someday. I think maybe someday. But if you're open to it, I've seen some people that aren't jacked, but they have like some really sick looking forearm tattoos, and it just it gives them a specific vibe and makes them look cool that maybe someone without tattoos doesn't have. That's coming from someone who doesn't have tattoos. So if you're open to it, maybe that's something you could do, although I know they are expensive, and this video is about balling on a budget. So tan, look good. Obviously, if you're super pale, then it doesn't look as like good as if you're a bit tan. Some of that's genetics, some of that's just the amount of sun that we're getting. Some of that is down to quantum biology and the way that your melanin is reacting to the sun. I'm not saying go to a tanning bed, but get as much sun as possible. Just look good, look bronzed. Like none of what we're wearing here is anything high value. Got me, my boy Tristan Social, my boy Diego Day, and my boy Aji. Like we're wearing like our own stuff. I just got the nice plain black shirt on with the fitted sleeves, right? Or the tight sleeves, not fitted, the normal shorts. Tristan's just got on his striped polo and he pulls it off. Diego's just got on a plain shirt. Everyone's got their own style, and if you pull it off, it's going to look as good as you think that it does. So obviously if you're going to like a high importance networking event, then you want to get up to that level somehow, but just know that some people are going to be able to have that money to spend on that stuff. Don't let that get to you. Just give as much value as possible to these people and just be confident in what you are wearing, and it's going to be fine. No one really will think twice about you if you do those things. And they're not going to remember what you wore the day prior, the next day anyway. So that's it. How to look fly if you're balling on a budget. Super easy. You could spend probably $100 at your local mall and get most of this stuff. I mean, a lot of the rings I've collected just from different places. I got one from Hawaii. I got another one from Croatia, I think. Bracelets, just random. One of the girls broke mine one time, so I made her get me a new one. Just freaking, I don't know, random stuff, man. I've just accumulated all this stuff, and I just wear it, and makes me who I am. But I'm confident when I'm doing it. So that's it. We talk about all this in Lifestyle Ascension, how to upgrade your lifestyle, how to actually get out of the place that you're in right now. If you're kind of broke, how to make money online, how to get to a point to where you can actually buy and afford the more expensive stuff so that you can fit in without having to worry about it, and you don't have to ball on a budget anymore. So Lifestyle Ascension, link is in the comments, and link is in the description rather. But if you want to comment, go ahead. That's it. That's it. Today we got how to look fly if you're broke. Tomorrow, who knows? We'll throw something your way. So let's freaking get it. Looking forward to it. Next one.